Following up. Once you have invited a prospect to look at your product or opportunity, following up and handling objections are important skills to develop and a critical part of the process in getting customers and sponsor new distributors. Let's start with the following up. Following up is something you do after you have exposed your product or opportunity to someone. This could be at a business presentation, or maybe you send them a video or a flyer, or even shared your story with them. This is when the follow-up process starts. There's a saying, the fortune is in the follow-up, because studies show that 80% of the sales are made on the 5th to the 12th follow-up with a prospect. This highlights the importance of following up as many times as necessary to close the sale or sign up the new distributor. Here's a simple follow-up strategy to help you to follow up with confidence. The strategy will add value to your prospect without sounding pushy. It's called the follow-up power question. What did you like best? Here's an example. You turn to your guest after the business presentation and say, now that you have all the information, I would love to hear, what did you like best? Once you have asked a follow-up power question, you wait. And you listen carefully to their response. From their response, your prospect will reveal if they are interested in the product or opportunity. And this will help you continue the conversation according to their needs and interests. Let's run through some examples. If you sent a prospect a video to watch, you could send them a follow-up message saying, just checking if you were able to watch the video. I would love to hear what you liked best. And you listen carefully to their response. What happens if your prospect says, no, I didn't watch the video? You would respond with, hey, no problem. I know you are busy. When would it be a good time for you to watch the video? And you wait for their response and schedule your next follow-up accordingly. If your prospect says, no, I didn't attend the presentation, you respond with, hey, no problem. I know you are busy. If I invited you as my guest to the next presentation, would you join me? When following up, the goal is to continue the conversation and escalate the exposure process. Here's an example of escalating the exposure process. Number 1. You share your story with a friend that speaks to a need they have for your product or opportunity. Number 2, you follow up that conversation by sending them the relevant flyer or video. Number 3, you follow up the flyer or video by inviting them to a presentation or a one-on-one meeting. The goal of following up is to keep the conversation going and getting your prospect to the point where they are ready to make a decision to either become a customer or a distributor.